Hey there, wildlife enthusiasts. Welcome back to Animal Diaries by Yagazi. Today, we're exploring a fascinating phenomenon in the animal kingdom, parthenogenesis. That's right, some animals can reproduce without males. It's a mind-blowing process that's sure to leave you amazed. So, let's dive in and discover the incredible animals that can reproduce on their own. Introduction to parthenogenesis. So, what exactly is parthenogenesis? Simply put, it's a type of asexual reproduction where an egg develops into an embryo without being fertilized by a male. This process is relatively rare in the animal kingdom, but it's more common than you might think. Animals that reproduce parthenogenically. Let's take a look at some incredible animals that can reproduce parthenogenically. Whiptail lizards. First up, we have the whiptail lizard. These amazing creatures can reproduce parthenogenically, producing offspring that are genetically identical to the mother. But what's even more fascinating is that some species of whiptail lizards are all female, meaning they don't need males to reproduce at all. This process is made possible by a unique genetic mechanism, where the female's eggs develop into embryos without fertilization. The resulting offspring are essentially clones of the mother, with the same genetic material. Aphids. These tiny insects can reproduce parthenogenically, producing live young without the need for males. In fact, aphids are able to reproduce so quickly that they can produce multiple generations in a single growing season. Aphids have a unique life cycle, with two main forms, winged and wingless. The wingless females are the ones that reproduce parthenogenically, producing live young that are genetically identical to the mother. Zebra danio fish. Zebra danio fish are another example of parthenogenesis in the animal kingdom. While they don't reproduce entirely without males, some species of zebra danio fish can reproduce parthenogenically, producing offspring that are genetically identical to the mother. In zebra danio fish, parthenogenesis occurs when an unfertilized egg develops into an embryo without the presence of a male. This process is thought to be triggered by environmental factors, such as changes in water temperature or pH. Turritopsis dohrnii, immortal jellyfish. The Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish, is a species of jellyfish that can transform its body into a younger state through a process called transdifferentiation. This means that it can essentially revert back to its polyp stage and grow back into an adult again. This process allows the jellyfish to bypass the normal process of aging and death, making it theoretically immortal. But what's even more fascinating is that this process also allows the jellyfish to reproduce without males. Through a process called strobilation, the jellyfish can produce new individuals that are genetically identical to the parent. Honeybees. Honeybees are another example of parthenogenesis in action. While they don't reproduce entirely without males, they can produce male bees, also known as drones, from unfertilized eggs. This process is called ahenotoky, where an unfertilized egg develops into a male bee. The resulting drones are haploid, meaning they have only one set of chromosomes, and are genetically identical to the queen bee. Drones play a crucial role in the reproduction of the queen bee. They mate with the queen in flight, and their sperm fertilizes the queen's eggs. This process ensures the genetic diversity of the colony and allows the queen to produce new offspring. The queen bee, on the other hand, can control whether an egg is fertilized or not. If an egg is fertilized, it will develop into a female worker bee. If it's not fertilized, it will develop into a male drone. Boa constrictors. Finally, we have boa constrictors. In some cases, boa constrictors have been known to reproduce parthenogenically, producing offspring with genetic material identical to the mother. While boa constrictors typically reproduce sexually, there have been several documented cases of parthenogenesis in captivity. This phenomenon is still not fully understood and is currently being studied by scientists. Boa constrictors are ovoviviparous, meaning they produce eggs that hatch inside the mother's body. In cases of parthenogenesis, the offspring are genetically identical to the mother, as they develop from unfertilized eggs. Conclusion. And that's it for today's video on animals that can reproduce without males. We hope you found this fascinating topic as captivating as we do. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to explore next, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wildlife content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.